What's up, Jason? Hello, everyone. What's going on, everybody? All right, we'll give everyone a few minutes to come in here again. I'm actually going to turn the TV on. See if are there any good games on tonight? Actually, I think the Celtics are going to win the championship next year. Hold on. All right, we'll give everyone a few minutes again. I'm just going to put on ESPN, see if there's any good games on or anything tonight. What is tonight? Monday? Diamondbacks at Angels. Guess we can watch that one.
Now, I hope I'm wrong, because he is a giant part of this offense. Of course, the defense as well. That was about 7 hours ago.
Wow, 14-5 Oregon State. Okay. There we go. Now, what college am I from? Wake Forest. All right, I'll turn this down a little bit. Okay. So, I'll try to answer some questions for you guys. Let me just check in here real fast. My wife will not come on. The stream's quiet. Is it quiet tonight? I can't tell. Oh, we just started not even 3 minutes ago, so. No, I never had a college injury. I'm going to go about 30 minutes tonight. I know I say that every night, but I have to make a bunch of videos actually for YouTube over the next couple days, so I got to make them tonight. I started select or travel baseball at 13 years old. Favorite sports brand? I like a bunch of them. I like Nike. I think Adidas does good stuff now, like New Balance. I've been in a couple of brawls. Yep. Never really thrown any punches, though. I was down. So when Wake made the Orange Bowl, I had just been drafted that spring. Then they made it in the fall. I was down there when they beat, who did they beat in Jacksonville to go? Can't remember who it was, but. Oh. Can you guys hear me good? Do I need to move my microphone closer? Alright, no. I got my microphone almost literally 2 inches from my face, so hold on. I can move it even a little bit closer. See if this helps at all. See if that makes it any better. I've never really had arm issues, luckily. I played shortstop mostly. How do I get faster running? Getting stronger and just running a lot. Working on just doing sprint work. Red Sox, just because I'm from Boston. Why did I choose number one? I actually didn't. That was just because I was drafted in the first round, so they gave me a jersey with number 1 on it. I was number 9, though. I didn't send any of our teams to Cooperstown. I'd like to eventually. We're not having a summer camp. We haven't had a summer camp before because we have so many teams playing during the summer. It's hard to really run any camps. We got games pretty much every day or practice. What was it like to sign $1 million contract? Honestly, when I signed my contract, I really didn't even think about it. I just went and played. So I mean, it was cool to sign it, but how many commits are on your team? We've had like 50 something commits over the last 4 years. Right now, well, it's the beginning of summer, so we only have I think 3 or 4 right now on the team I coach. But by the end of the summer, we'll have pretty much everybody committed, close to everybody committed. Yeah, he did pitch a great game. Wade did really well. He's actually coming up there. Seattle's coming to Boston. I was gonna try to go to the game on Sunday, but I've got a game now, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to go over there. We play out of Massachusetts. Most of our guys are Massachusetts and New Hampshire. MLB, I wouldn't say it was overwhelming. I actually did a video on that, I think. So it wasn't overwhelming, but it was more pressure than minor league games. 15 U players attending showcases. It depends how good you are. Like if you're a stud 15-year-old, um, it might not be too early. What's 15? 15 is probably like freshman year, sophomore year. So if you're a really good player, if you're a Division 1 player, then it's not too early. If you're not a Division 1 player, then it's probably a little bit too early. Favorite team growing up was the Red Sox. When I was 13, I was pretty good. I did a video on that actually. If you go to our YouTube channel, all the videos there. I do a in-depth thing on how good I was when I was younger. Baseball chatter, I think I have a video on that actually. Best MLB jersey. I don't know. I like all of them. I mean, I like the Padres a lot. I don't have one that I'm like, oh, it's the best one. Hello, Jeff. Favorite college growing up? I didn't really follow college stuff growing up. I was a professional guy. I like the Patriots, Celtics, Bruins, Red Sox. 70 as an 11-year-old would be pretty good. I can't cook very well, no. Hit by a pitch? It just depends where you get hit. If you get hit in like the elbow, that really hurts, or in the knee, that really hurts. But sometimes you get hit like on the side of the arm, and you don't really feel too bad. 2018 Mariners. Well, I haven't really watched them much, except I follow Wade LeBlanc a little bit because he was one of my buddies. But I actually haven't followed the team very much. I don't know Zach. I know who he is from watching his videos and stuff, but I don't know him. Favorite city? I really like San Diego. Bryce Harper, he's a stud. Henry Rowan-Gardner, he's pretty good. He threw pretty hard. Hey, Del Parco, thank you very much. Should All-Stars be voted by the players? Um, yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I think that I don't even know how they do it now. What do they do? A fan voting, and then is the fan the only vote? Do the fans are they the only ones to vote? Why does my nose look so red right now? Um, I would think the players should have. No, I don't think the All Star game should dictate home field advantage. I think All Star game is not a real game. No matter how hard they try to make it a real game, it's never going to be a real game. I like Nomar Garciaparra, Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez growing up. Where are some of our players committed? Um, all over the place. We've had guys commit to every single level. So, I mean, our top players over there, we've got a reliever that plays at Vanderbilt right now. We've got, who do we got? We got a guy going, I'm thinking of last year, going to West Virginia, going to Maine, going to Brown. We got a bunch of Bryant guys. Um, I played with Alan Dykstra, but not at Pepperdine. That was would have been my senior year, but I was gone already. Astros, I love the Astros. I like the way they play, and um, they got a lot of really good players. I did face Charlie Hager, knuckleballer, right? I faced him. Eli Robbins, no. Any players in the College World Series? I don't think we do. No, we don't. We're still relatively young. We only have Well, we started. This is our 4th year. Um, well, technically, we're in our 5th year. And the first year we did it, we had mostly freshmen and sophomores, so very few of our guys were even in college. So over the next few years, we'll get more and more guys going. The travel team came about because I got released and I always wanted to coach. I didn't know what level, so I started a travel ball program and got into coaching college and travel ball and liked travel ball a little bit more, and so I did that. I've never played at Minute Maid Park, but I've been there. Wolfram, what round did your kid get into? First. What does it take to make your 17U team? Well, ask Will Frayne. He's like, Will is right now just a little bit below what we were looking for, but if he keeps working hard, one day he might make it. Maybe. I do. I have 2 kids. Trevor Bauer. I played with Trevor Bauer a little bit. He seemed really smart. I used to talk to him. I asked him questions on like his throwing routine and stuff because he used to do a bunch of stuff that was different than a lot of players. He's kind of quiet guy. I didn't play with him enough to know him really well. I like playing day games. I hit better in them. I never played Legion. Nope. Hey, from Canada. I haven't faced a lot of knuckleballers, just a couple. So I mean, I've never faced like Tim Wakefield or somebody that was in the major leagues for a long, long time. So I don't know if the knuckleballs I saw were really good ones or not. Jake from Iraq. How much did I bench? I've never really barbell benched before, or at least since I was really young. So it's tough to say. Iraq is far well. Good job. Mental approach to the plate. I was trying to get a fastball middle of the plate, and drive it to the middle of the field. That was, as simple as I could keep it. Is it okay for your best pitch to be a slider? Yeah. I played for the Padres in the major leagues. Eli from Minnesota. What part of Minnesota are you from? I've been to Chaska, Minneapolis. Hardest position? Catcher's tough, shortstop's tough. They're all tough, but probably short and catcher. I like both of them. I'll take Mookie Betts since he's on the Red Sox. Tim from Massachusetts. Funny story about Wade? I don't know a lot of funny stories about him. We used to play a lot of video games. And we got on ESPN First Take for a Nerf basketball video. Kluber or Scherzer? Probably they're both really good. I'll go Scherzer. How not to hit ground balls? Well, you're always going to hit some ground balls, but we teach our players to try to swing slightly up, get on the path of the ball. And, I mean, if you hit the top of the ball, you're going to hit the ball on the ground. But if you're swinging slightly up, you'll hit less, smothered ground balls and more hard-hit ground balls. Media, it was not a ton of media in San Diego, so it wasn't anything crazy. Kanye West, I like some of his older songs. Nope, haven't talked to my MLB coaches in a long time. Team's main goal, go in a perfect game in Georgia. Get our players exposure, hopefully play well. We're going to try to win, but we try to win, but also get exposure. Like, I don't bunt. I'll never, ever bunt, especially in Georgia. But I never bunt anyways, but, like, I put the players first. I want them to get exposure while trying to win, if that makes sense. But being a bullpen catcher is good. How did you get strong? I lifted weights. I've been to Mexico. I'm 6 foot, almost 6'1". Hey, from Kansas City. You'll be at Georgia, 17U? I'll be there too. Maybe you will, Brandon. We'll see. travel ball season. We start in December, practice until the season starts, and then we play about 40 games or so in the summer. Ontario, I have been to Ontario. Yep. Hello from Puerto Rico. You'll be in Georgia for 17U? Good, I'll be there too. I like Altuve a lot, but I like Betts also. It's a tie. 15U team is playing in the Super 25 this weekend. Yep. We're gonna be missing some guys though, because we have 2 games on Friday, and like half our team has finals, so I don't know what we're gonna do. I like day games. I've been to Fenway about 100 times, maybe more. Good velo for a 16-year-old. Jack Antonelli is a better coach than who? You? Good velo for a 16-year-old. Well, Wolf Rain throws about 71. Man, probably a little lower, slower than that. I would say a good velo for 16. I mean, if you're 16, let's say you're a sophomore and you're a good velo for what? Like if you want to play D1, you're going to 72. You're going to have to be, as a sophomore, to be a D1 pitcher, you're probably going to have to be 83 to 80, no, probably 84 to 86, somewhere in like around mid 80s. And then hopefully by, your next year, you're 87, 88. If you're around mid 80s as a sophomore, you got a chance to play Division One. Especially, I mean, there's a lot of different levels of Division One, but all of our guys as sophomores that were around the mid 80 mark all pitched Division One, I would say. No, I've been asked. Well, I've been approached about coaching professionally, but I have not accepted any offers. You were a 2003 draft pick, round 4? Really? Nice, that's awesome. I was a 2003 draft pick also, but then in 2006, I didn't go out of the 2003 draft. I went to college instead. You throw 95, 6'1", 14. You think I would get drafted? Yeah, you get drafted right now you can't get drafted right now. You could move to Dominican and get drafted if you're throwing 95. I think managing an MLB team would be cool. I don't know if I'll ever do it. Your career sucked? Mine too. How fast should I pitch at the 14U? I wouldn't worry about it. I don't even know how hard our 14-year-olds throw. I don't even care. Frane's got a long ways to go. 17U team throws 94, 95. That's impressive. No, I'd like to coach. There's a long road to getting to coach in the big leagues. So you'd have to, go through the minors for a while. And right now, I just don't think I'm going to do that. Hey, from Beverly, Mass, Alvin. We have a lot of players on our team from Beverly, Mass. Connor Hanlon. Connor Dunleavy. Spencer Brown, Nick Berry. How old are you? Are you their age? I don't know. These are all high school kids I'm naming. I won't be coaching 15U this weekend. I'll be coaching 17U. Hey, from Iowa. No, I'm not sad. I played against Pujols. No, I don't want to play indie ball. Yes, I could have played football or hockey in college. Can I do a video? Hey, thank you very much. Who was that? Let's see. Super chat. Patriots rule. I like this guy. 929. Can you do a video on cork bats? Well, I don't know a lot about cork bats. I've never used one. I've never really seen anybody use one. So I've been asked a lot to do videos on cork bats. So I just don't know what I would bring to the table because I don't know a lot about cork bats. Where are you from, Patriots rule? Why not what? Indie ball? Yes, I think Tom Brady will win one more next year. I didn't like UNC when I got on campus as much as I did Wake Forest. And they were recruiting like 6 other. You tried out for a 13U team for us? Oh, Alvin from Beverly? Is that right? I think I remember you. Were you a shortstop? Throw 102 and 4. No, I gotta throw a little harder. Joe Montana greater than Tom Brady? I don't know about that. I think they're both pretty good. I think it's like people that like fight about that Montana's better than Brady. Brady's better than Montana. Like, they were both awesome. Who cares who was better than the other one? It's impossible to tell. They're both really good. I like BP, yeah. I like gum. Favorite type of seed? I never ate a bunch of seeds. I just eat whatever they have. How do you get exposure as a late bloomer? Um, Depends how late. I mean, why are you gonna sign off? Well, what did I say? Rogers. Here we go. Rogers greater than Brady. How can you say Rogers is greater than Brady? Come on, let's go. Lindor Correa. I don't know. They're both really good. Eagles beat Pats. They did. I saw that game. No, we had grass at Wake. He is a hell of a lot more athletic than Brady, but I don't know if that makes him better than Brady. Yeah, I remember. I think I remember you, Alvin. Rizzo Goldschmidt. Rizzo's having a down year this year, isn't he? They both had great careers. Anti 16 teams greater than Aaron Rodgers. I got a super chat. Patriots rule again. Thank you. New Jersey, dad from Maine, been to Gillette a ton now. Nice. Yeah, I love the Patriots. I've never missed a Patriots game. We used to have season tickets. Then people say, I have a video on my reaction actually when I got drafted. If you check out YouTube, go to I don't know what the title is. Something about draft something. I don't think Bryce Harper's overrated. Nope. Go Patriots. Woo Tom Brady. Yeah, I like you, Ryan. I'm afraid Gronk is going to retire soon. I really am. He might retire after this year, especially if we win the Super Bowl. Tuck roll. Thoughts on the Browns this year? Well, I think they'll be a lot better than they've been the last couple of years. So, I mean, I think they brought in a lot of talent, good draft class. It's going to take probably a couple of years, but I could see them winning like 5 games. I don't know if the Browns are better than the Pats, but I don't think Harper will go to Boston, no. Dylan Betances or Lou Piniella. I play with Dylan Betances. What steps did I take? No, I don't know them. Colts greater than the Patriots? I'm not so sure about that either. Kate Berry, Orioles disaster. Yeah, what happened to the Orioles this year? Again, I haven't followed a ton of Major League Baseball because I have so many games all the time. But I did see that they're terrible, and I don't know what happened. I honestly haven't followed them enough, but um, they've done a good job for a while of getting players, kind of like these. I don't want to say no-name players, but players to kind of overachieve and have really good years, and not so much this year. Pedro Serrano was pretty good. Couldn't hit a curveball though. Ortiz, I'd go Ortiz. You're trying to transfer to St. John's Prep? Is that what it just said? Anyway, that's decent trying to do it. Oh, Wolf Rain. Don't worry about it, Will. Yes, it was fun to have my first hit off of Greg Maddox. No, I see. I don't have a problem with Joe Buck. Everyone gets mad at Joe Buck, but I don't think Joe Buck's bad. What kind of web pattern I use? I don't even know. H web, I think it was. Maybe not though. Actually, I might have made that up. It's weird. I don't even pay attention to that stuff. Alex Cora, yeah, I like Alex Cora. I actually played with him for a little bit. Dumpster Dan Duquette. Thoughts on L&M baseball? I've only played them once. We played them once last year. We ended up winning, but they seemed okay. Matty Jr. in the dugout. Yep. Joe Boo is greater than the Pats. I like Joe Boo. Fort Wayne, Indiana. I played for them. Yeah, not the Tin Caps though. The team before them, the Wizards. Triton jerseys. Yep, we use Triton jerseys. I love them. Green Bay greater than New England? No, I don't think so. 2 years left max. You might be right. Next great quarterback for the Patriots. I would love that. I was always a Rawlings guy, so I'm not 100% sure. Griffey better than Trout? I don't know. Mike Trout's pretty good. Travis Scott? Travis Scott, the singer, the rapper. He's got some good songs. Don't steal Joe Boo's rum, no. I've dipped twice and I didn't like it either time. You go to Bishop Fenwick? Nice. I know a bunch of guys from Bishop Fenwick. Let's see. I know Corey Bright, Keegan O'Connor. Who else do I know from? I know a lot of guys from Fenwick. Steelers greater than Patriots? That's definitely not true. I don't know how many losses the Steelers have to the Patriots over the last 10 years, but it is a lot. I agree with you, Alex. Who will win the College World Series this year? I actually haven't, again, I haven't watched a lot. I don't even know who's the best team in it. Florida won it last year, right? And they're back in it, so are they in it still? I don't know. I'll go with Florida. I used the 34, 31 and a half. I've been to Omaha. I've actually played on the old Omaha field, not this one. Chris Davis batting 150. Chris Davis hit one of the furthest home runs I've ever seen, and I played with him on an all-star team in single A. Terry Francona or Terry Collins? Well, I know Terry Francona a little bit because I was with the Indians and played for him a few spring training games. So Ken Murphy's a pretty good coach. I don't know Terry Collins. Thoughts on tanking? I'm all for tanking. Thoughts on Beltre? I think the guy's amazing how much he plays, whether he's hurt or... Brady leaves equal Belichick leaves, he will start over. Yeah, I'm going to cry the day that they both leave. My wife always says, what are you going to do when Belichick and Brady leave? It's going to be terrible. Curtis Cox, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for the donations. You guys are awesome. Cal Ripken or Derek Jeter? Well, I saw Derek Jeter play a lot more, so I'll go Derek Jeter. But Cal Ripken obviously was an amazing player. Terry Collins video? Well, I wanted to do that, but they're dropping F-bombs and a bunch of other words, so I couldn't really do a video on it. What? Will you in this? Oh, Will, you in this? What's up, Jack? Do you drop F-bombs? Not too much. You can ask some of the guys in here. We got a couple of my players in here. Best Yankee ever? There's a lot of them. Mickey Mantle was pretty good. Chris, where you spent your signing bonus? I'm not very crazy, so I didn't spend on very many crazy things. Stupidest thing, I bought a new car. Someone just hit a homer. Who is that? Marte. Joey Vaughn has been amazing. Vikings best team in the NFC? Maybe. Eagles good. Vikings good. Rams are going to be good. Aaron Judge, ridiculous power, ridiculous athlete. I have played MLB The Show. I don't play it a lot. Luke, thank you very much. I went too fast. I couldn't read what it said. Stanton, I think Stanton's got, I think his swing is not the greatest, but got a ton of power. Is uppercutting the ball a good method? So we teach our players that they want to have a swing path that's like slightly up through the hitting zone. You're not always going to have it on every pitch, but like try to get on plane with the pitch as long as you can to try to be able to drive the ball on a line drive with some carry. So uppercutting, like you can't uppercut like this. Just like swinging down is not good. Swinging too far up is not good. So you're trying to be like slightly up on the path of the ball. Brown greater than Pats again. I'm not so sure. The Browns have one win in the last 2 years. How did I meet my wife? I met her through a friend. Swing plane greater than swinging down. Alec Hodges, best bar in Winston-Salem. So, the bar that was most popular in college is no longer there. They got rid of it. They've changed a lot up since I went to school. And so right now the best bar, I haven't been there. I haven't been back to Winston-Salem since 2013. Or 2013, 2014. What was that bar? I'm having a mental block. I'll have to text somebody to remember the name of it. What did I have for dinner tonight? I had pulled pork, chicken wings, a Coke, and some salad. Hey, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Judge your bets. I think they're different players. I'll go bets. Hey, MDub Gaming. Thank you very much. Let me see what you had to say here. When did you decide to really follow your dreams? I don't know. I mean, when I was like 10 years old, I wanted to play in the MLB and the NHL, so that was like what I thought about a lot when I was younger. So I guess when I was 10, Freddie Freeman can rake. What kind of pants am I wearing? I'm wearing shorts. Gold. I'm wearing all gold today. Antonelli baseball shorts. Did you play T-ball? Yep, I did. D1 velo for an infielder. I'm not really sure. I think I threw like mid 80s across the diamond. So another super chat. Who is that? Kate Berry. Thank you so much. Would you consider vlogging? When you say vlogging, do you mean just like basically following my life? Is that what vlogging is? Just like every day getting up and putting my camera on, telling people what I'm going to do for the day and that kind of stuff? I think that would be cool, but anyone want to be my camera guy and just follow me around? My center fielder, Johnny Hipsman, played for you guys. Yeah, Johnny Hipsman's a good player. I like Johnny. My vlogs would be boring? Why, Troy? I think my vlogs would actually be kind of interesting. I'm always at baseball fields. No, never really tried switch hitting. Maybe a little bit, just goofing around, but best prospect you produce. Well, I didn't really produce any prospects, but hold on. Vlogger team practices. I am going to do more of that. The hardest thing about vlogging practices and games is that I have to coach in them, obviously, so I can't sit there with my camera. So I need someone to be able to film. That's the hardest part. I've never been tossed. Nope. Dansby Swanson. I think he's a great defensive shortstop. I haven't seen him hit enough. So, D1 infielder on velo. I just said that, didn't I? Around 85. Oh, I was like around 85. I don't know what you need. I mean, I think if you're somewhere in the 80s, you'll be fine. I'm not sure if they'll trade DeGrom. Didi Gregorius, really good. Whoa, thank you very much. $5. You're the best. Let's see here. JLHPCB, I think that says. What should you look for in an 11U travel ball coach? That's a good question. Well, I think you want to find somebody that. Hold on 1 second. You're dumb. Thank you, Jack. So an 11U coach, I guess somebody that is coaching for the right reasons, that cares about the kids, obviously knows something about baseball. I would say somebody that practices a lot. No, I mean, that's probably more organization than coach, but I would say somebody that is a good role model. You have an 11-year-old kid, you probably want him to be around somebody that's not just like a good coach, but a good person also. Who is Hi Matt? For breakfast, I had a bagel. World of Warcraft. One of my buddies, Brian Schust, used to play it all the time. I've never really played it. Billy Hamilton's really fast. What was that travel ball questions? What do you tell kids that don't make travel team but want to get better? I don't think it takes a travel team to get better. I mean, I didn't play travel ball until I was 13, and I feel like I got better every single year. So we tell all of our guys most of the improvement comes outside of practice and games. So like, you practice, you play a few games, you have a practice a week. Some travel ball teams don't even practice anymore. But I felt like most of my improvement was when I would. Thoughts on Jared Ridley? I get this question every week. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. Jared Ridley is really fast, and I like Jared a lot. I always say Jared's very fast. That's what always stands out because in fall ball this year, he would hit ground balls to short and beat them out. Sorry, what was I trying to answer again? Oh, thank you, Zach. Yeah, I appreciate that again. We actually don't do weightlifting workouts with our players. We let them all do that on their own. Um, who wins the race? Matt Antonelli or Jared Ridley? Right now, Jared Ridley. Back in the day, I don't know. Can I buy your MLB debut jersey for 10,000? I don't know if I would sell that for anything. That's it. This is it right here. That's the debut one. What about X? I don't know. Syracuse Chiefs. I played for them for 1 year. Does anyone else in your family play baseball? My dad played baseball. He's kind of old now. My son will play baseball, but he's too young to play. Yeah, I've been to the South Shore. Yep. I don't think instant replay is ruining baseball. Nope. Make baseball great again. What do I think about Daddy Ball? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, what? Dads coaching teams and just playing their sons? I haven't played Fortnite. I've seen it. Have you heard of Hoppington? Yeah, I went and recruited a kid there when I was coaching in college. Playing in Columbus, I thought Columbus was a good city. Bakersfield. Buster Posey, he's a stud. Torres is another stud. He's going to be a stud. Mike Trout. Matt Antonelli, he's getting old. I played the Iowa Cubs, is it called? AAA with the Cubs, I think that's what they call it. High school harder than travel ball. It depends where you go and who you play for. Like our high school team's very good. I'd go Antonelli. Adderall should be illegal. Yep. I'll try to do a swing analysis with Freddie Freeman. What time is it? It's 37 minutes into this thing. All right, I got to wrap this up. And 20,000 for it? Nah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to wrap this up in a couple minutes. I got to go make a bunch of videos for Matt Hegger and the Babe Ruth for sure, Keith. Zach Bailey, thoughts on Mike Sabella? Who is Zach Bailey? Or is that Bailey? It said. Mike Sabella. So Sabella actually got hit by a pitch last game and broke his nose apparently. So that is not good. Hold on one sec. What do we got here? So thank you, Zach. How do you know all these guys? Who is this? The Carter. Hook. Any good Machado stories, and will he get traded? I don't know if he'll get traded. I think he'll end up someplace else by a free agency, or maybe he gets traded. My only Machado story, I didn't play with him long enough, but in spring training my year, he had just been drafted, wasn't in big league camp. I told this story, I think, already on YouTube, but I'll tell it real fast. He wasn't in camp. One day, one of our third basemen got hurt. We ended up calling him up for the day. They sat him off in like this little tiny side locker room, and he came over, and literally everyone was like, "Oh, Manny Machado, high draft pick, whatever." And I remember the very first ball he fielded at third, and he threw the ball across the infield, and it took one throw. He fielded and threw it, and I was like, "Ooh, that guy's really, really good." And like 2 years later, he was Manny Machado. Worcester, it's far away. We play a lot of games out there. I enjoyed coaching out there. The city itself was just okay. Holy Cross was nice. Shane Smith, does a bad attitude hurt you long term? Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of talented players, and if you want to really make it far, you need more than just talent. So if you got a bad attitude, it's going to make it that much harder to make it to a high level. I like country music. Least favorite MLB player? I don't know. I don't really have anyone that I don't like. I've only seen a few of Zach's videos, so and they were the ones I saw were good. Chipper Jones, I played against him once. Thoughts on launch angles at BS? I think everyone's making too big a deal on launch angle. Like everyone's been taught for a while, at least I think, to hit a line drive with some carries. So now they're just telling you what the degree is. I did face Max Scherzer. He struck me out on 3 pitches. I went Nike and Under Armour in my career. Power. If you don't hit for power, if you're just an hit for average, you might get paid a little bit. But if you hit for power, you're much more valuable. You're gonna pay a lot of money. Will Longoria, did you ever? What did that say? Did you ever have a personal trainer? Yep, I did. Mark Antonelli was his name. Is his name. I've read The Arm. I have it upstairs. I have never seen him in person, no. They do dig the long ball still, you're right. You play for the Triton? We'll see, I play for the Triton Rays Kings. You do, huh? I like it. Planet Fitness. I don't even know who that is. A rapper, apparently, but I have no idea. Matt Kemp, I played against him a few times. Good player. Was really athletic. Some showcases are really good. I got seen at a couple of showcases that really helped me out. Some are horrible. So it just depends on the showcase. I think it's kind of silly. I have a story about that I put on YouTube if you want to see my Yankees facial hair stories if you haven't seen it. Hey, Goldschmidt's up right now for those asking about him. Had a rough start to the year, it looks like, but he's hitting 500 over the last 13. 7 homers. Okay. All right, we'll go one more question. I got to make a bunch of videos. Anyone have any good ideas for topics of videos tonight? I got to make, what time is it, 10:45? Well, now I'm only going to probably make a couple because I got to go to bed soon. Bartolo Colon, the GOAT. He's pretty good. I don't bench very much. How did I play when I was 13? I was a good player. No power. Skittle Dog. I got to answer your question. Just dropped me $5. You're the best. Thank you. What's your thoughts on Chris Davis and his falling off the face of the earth? So Chris Davis, I have not watched one at bat from Chris Davis this year, but just watching Chris Davis in the past, he's got a ton of power. He's got a really uphill swing. He's always been kind of a swing and miss guy. And so I think again, this is without seeing him really play this year. I think there's always been kind of holes in his swing. And I don't know if he has more holes this year. Clearly he must. I don't know if he's injured. I'd have to do some research on it. But, I think with him, he was one of those guys that's going to hit for a ton of power, but he's going to strike out a lot. He's not going to hit for a really high average. And possibly they've just found a hole. Man, I thought I created Steve Mike Sabella, what's up, Mike? So my guess is they've just either found his hole and they've attacked it more this year, or I don't know. It's tough to say without really seeing it, but all right, everybody. So that's all I got today. I stayed on for an extra 15 minutes. A good drill for swinging too early. It's tough for me to explain a drill on here. Swinging too early. There's not really a drill. Just think about driving the ball the other way. That's what I would do. If you're a righty, think about hitting it through the second baseman's head. If you're still too early, hit it through the first baseman's head. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. All right, everyone. I'm going to go make a couple of videos to throw online. That's all I got. So thank you all again for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you later, Connor. See you, Will Frayne, although you're probably already sleeping. See everybody else. And we'll do this again at some point, probably in the next week or so. Probably a week. All right? What's better, OBS or average on base percentage? OPS, you're trying to say? See you, everybody.